Hey guys, I'm going to be going to the Proto Omega Chronicle battle. The missions are no deaths, 5 turns or less, 4 units or less. We're going to be using this team. It's a machine weak to fire and ice. You can only use Brave Exvius units. And like everything else in the game, it is immune to light element because, middle finger to anyone that pulled for Knights of Grandchild. It just so happens that even though it is extremely resistant to light, Knights of Grandchild are still my only good Brave XVS DPS. So we're going to be taking Zeal to imbue him with fire and ice to try to mitigate that extreme light resistance. This is the team we're going to use. Lid and Jake are going to be our big breaker as well as our tag chainer, while Fina does entrusting and buffing. Okay, so Lid and Jake are going to do their LB on turn 1. Knights of Grandchild are going to Magnus on turn 1. We're going to use Zeal on turn 1 to Imperil, imbue fire, and imbue ice, while Fina on turn 1 is going to do a big stat buff as well as a resist all buff. So the boss does lightning damage on turn 1 and turn 2. On turn 3, he does a fixed physical attack, and on turn 4, he just murderizes your party. So we kind of got to win by turn 4, not really turn 5. Anyway, we're going to now shift Knights of Grandchild and use their LB, while Lid and Jake triple cast their tag chain. Alright. There we go. And it is a stacking LB as well, so we'll do a little bit more next few turns. Fina can go ahead and entrust for next turn, and we can just punch with Zeal. Alright. Again, some lightning damage. We've got 90% lightning resist from Fina, so we're all pretty much immune here. Alright, load it up. Go ahead and chain these two again. Okay, pretty good. This turn is going to be the big fixed attack. So we're going to use Fina to barrier and just whatever, mitigation. And we're going to guard Zeal right here. This is fixed damage. Pretty painful, but we do have some decent defense buffs on the party. So now Fina will entrust over to Knights of Grandchild, and we pretty much should have a victory right there. There it is. Yeah, turn 4, the boss completely murders your party. It's probably survivable with mitigation buffs and such, but I tried doing a little bit of a slower clear. It didn't work out. So there's my turn 4 all mission clear. No deaths. I'll show the gear in just a second. If you mix elements with Knights of Grandchild, they can still be used technically. So there we go. All missions. All right, let me go ahead and show the team the gear. All right, let's see here. So we've got Zeal in the base form is just using some auto buffing. Shift form, decent defense, quad attack, so he can fill LB gauge, and that's pretty much it. A little bit of lightning resist, well, a lot of lightning resist, more than I needed, but there we go. Fina in the shift form is using the auto break accessory. That's where our attack and magic break came from. Also, some auto buffing in the shift form. Base form is just a little bit of bulk. She does entrust and mitigation for the party and resist all. Lid and Jake are using Poppy's STMR, so they're a really good tag chainer. Their LB, which they start with on turn 1, is an 87% defense and spirit break, and they're a tag chainer. Other than that, they just have some bulk to survive the turn 4 attack. Knights Grandchild in the base form is using auto buffing, so auto gen mit, auto protect, etc. Auto faith, the usual stuff. We don't even need that. Shift form is damage against machines, 8100 attack power, maxed LB damage, maxed machine killer, and they are locked to light element, so they were imbued with fire and ice with Zeal. And that was the party. Okay, all missions. See you next time.